Hello, Faith Finders, and welcome to Creative Wednesday. My name is Pastor Betsy, and I'm from Prince of Peace Lutheran Church in Roseville, Minnesota. Today is also Earth Day, and today we're going to be hearing a Bible story and making a project related to Earth Day. To begin with, I would like to read you one of my favorite Bible passages. It starts with Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was a formless void, and darkness covered the face of the deep, while a wind from God swept over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Then God said, and God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness called night. And there was evening and there was morning, the first day. And as you know, the story goes on where God creates rain and grass and trees and flowers and plants and animals and humans. And humans are created in God's image. And we are given a very special job. We are asked to care for all of creation. And that is the purpose of Earth Day. This is the 50th anniversary. It's a day when people often plant trees or pick up trash or go for a walk outside and look at all of the signs of spring and nature. Today what we're going to do is make some edible Play-Doh, and out of that we're going to create things in honor of Earth Day. Now this is a very easy project. You only need 3 ingredients. One is a package of frosting, second is powdered sugar, and third, you're going to want food coloring in whatever colors you would like to make. All of these ingredients you can find in your kitchen or get at the grocery store. To make a full recipe, you would use 1 cup of frosting and 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. Now, I only have a half a cup of frosting, so we're going to make half a recipe. So you're going to take your mixing bowl and measure your frosting, then put it into the bowl. Now, this isn't a cooking project, but I have to tell you, it does taste pretty good. So you get that into your bowl, and then you're going to measure your powdered sugar. What we need here will be 1.25 cups. So you measure it out. With dry measures, you want to make sure it's flat across the top, and then you put it into the bowl. That's the 1/4 cup, and here's the 1 cup. Okay, I didn't get it quite full, so we'll put in a little bit more. The measure doesn't have to be perfect. Set those things aside. And now what you do is stir. It's going to look like powder for a long time, but you're going to want to get it to the consistency of Play-Doh. So you'll stir with a spoon or a spatula until you can't really do that anymore. And then you put your hands in and knead it until it feels like Play-Doh. Now, don't do it too quickly, but if it's too sticky, you can put in more powdered sugar. And if it's too dry, you can try a little bit more frosting or just a tiny bit of water. You don't want too much water. When you are done with that, you will finally get something that looks like this. And you can play with your white Play-Doh, or you can put colors in it. Now, because this is a very messy project, you're going to want to cover your work surface with something like wax paper. And if it's very warm outside where you live, doing this outside at a picnic table might be a good idea as well. Your hands will get very messy when you do the food coloring. Let's see, I think I will pick green. And I would start with about 5 drops, and then you can add more if you feel like you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just like this, and then you fold it to the inside. And as you can see, you're getting it all over yourself and all over your hands. And at first, it's a variation of white and green. And you're going to want to play with it until you've got a nice even color. Now remember, I skipped a lot of the mixing here, but it takes a long time to mix. So be prepared that it's not going to be instant. But once you've got it, it's really fun. You could leave it like this with kind of a variation in color, or you can keep mixing till you've got a solid color. In the story where God creates humans, God also gives us the ability to think and to create. So today, we are using our creativity to make Play-Doh. You'll want to store this in an airtight plastic container with a cover, or you might want to just play with it and create something and then let it harden so you have those things. So I will set aside my green. I will need to wash my hands very carefully, but as you saw, I made a globe for Earth Day out of blue and green, and then I also made this scene in honor of Earth Day with trees and flowers. And I didn't have brown food color, so what I did was use some cocoa powder for hot chocolate and mixed that in. Then I needed to add a little water because that was dry, and then that was too much water, and then I had to add more powdered sugar. I hope that you have fun, Faith Finders, making your Play-Doh and things to honor the earth. And then get outside and notice all the things that God has created as springtime is beginning. And don't forget, Faith Finders, join us tomorrow for Magic Thursday with Pastor Eric. And you can find all of our videos on Faith Finder Fun on YouTube. Thanks.